Well, I've lived in Beaverbrook in Canada, where Timberwalk is located, since 1968. Then my husband developed Parkinson's disease, and we collectively, or rather I decided that we would have to move out of our house because he was starting to fall on the stairs and do other things of that nature. Well, he really became my purpose. It's a big shock to move from your previous accommodation to a situation in a retirement community where you're put in with a whole bunch of other people that you really never knew before. My son, Chris, I said to him, I'm in here with all these people I don't know. What am I going to do? He said, Mom, it's just like going to high school. You get dumped into grade 9 and there you are with all these people you don't know. And you figure it out and you pick some you like and you find your clique, which is what happens. So I keep thinking back to Chris in high school and I think, okay, if he could do it in high school, I can do it here. Most of the painting that I've done in the past was when my husband and I traveled. The travel was the motivation. I have paintings on the walls in my apartment of places that I painted when I was traveling. And I've got some 5 or 6 travel journals where I've captured some of the ports and so forth that we went to. I just painted everywhere. In other words, the ship, it was when I was on cruises with my husband, wherever we stopped and anchored, then I used to carry with me my little travel journal, which had watercolor paper in it. And I carried, a very small palette and a couple of brushes, go into the dining room when nobody was there and sit and look out the window, not accurately, just whatever I could see in whatever way I could see it, not trying to be perfect. And then I'd bring out my palette and paint and daub in the paint. They're like sort of mini photographs of the places that we stopped. And it's like a sort of a kaleidoscope of where we went and what we did. And when I moved to Timberwalk, I was not painting anymore because I wasn't traveling anywhere except to the dining room or the library or out the front door down Maritime Way. So I must have mentioned it to somebody, and somebody said to me, well, why don't you try and do something here? So it sort of evolved, and I have 5 participants now that come. We have an arrangement where we just do the watercolors every second week, and I plan out what we're going to do. I spend quite a lot of time planning for it, and it's very good for them, but it's very good for me because it gives me something to focus on, and it makes me feel a little bit more significant, which is what everybody looks for over their lifetime.